Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel English Matters with Sunil, parenting series video number 4. In the previous videos of this parenting series, we learned many things which are useful for the parents and the kids as well. We learned the different skills, what we need to teach our kids and how those skills need to be taught using the activities. We saw Vihan practicing a few activities, and also I told you many more activities which you can inculcate in your kids' routine. In today's video, we are going to learn how we have to teach English to kids, and is that necessary to teach English to all the toddlers from this age? And we are going to see the techniques and tips, also some activities to help our kids to learn English. We as grown-ups are facing a lot of problems just because we don't know this language English. We are made fun just because we don't know English, or we don't have the fluency of it, or we cannot speak and understand. So we know the value of the language English just because it's quite important these days in this world. The world has become so fast and the technology is being improved every single day. Not only that, but English is seen everywhere these days as it is the global language. We people are facing so many problems and issues just because we have to face English for interviews and to talk to the clients, to survive in this competitive field. As we know the problem, we should not allow our kids to face the same problems or the issues what we have been facing for many decades. That's why I wanted to teach you a few tips which will help you and your kids to learn the language right from this age. Not only English, but we also should focus on our first language. Whichever the language is our first language, like Malayalam, Hindi, Telugu, or any other language, whichever the language is your first language, don't forget to teach your kids the first language, because our first language is the base for anything you construct on. I will give you an example here. When we construct a building, which is 10-storied building, 20-storied building, or 50-storied building, irrespective of the number of floors you construct on the building, when the foundation or the base of the building is strong, you can construct any number of stairs. So here, the foundation of the building should be so strong so that they can weigh the whole building and the whole weight of it. In the same way, if your kids have the basics of their first language, that's gonna act as the foundation for learning any language. With that foundation, the strong foundation, any language you teach them, the second language, third language, or any number of languages in this age, below the age of 2 years, they are going to learn it very well, and this strong foundation will help them to build more and more languages. I recently have gone to a few schools and learned something that they are not teaching the first language or the second language to all the students in the schools these days. They are giving you this option to choose either your first language or Hindi, but they are not teaching both the languages. As a kid in my childhood, during my pre-primary, I studied all the 3 languages like Telugu, Hindi, and English. But these days, though they are international schools and CBSE schools, they only give you the option of teaching any one of these subjects. I really don't know why they are doing it. It's always good to teach them as many languages as possible, because they are not going to take any kind of stress to learn a language. It's just the practice you give to all your kids. I hope you all understood the importance of our mother tongue now. So that mother tongue can be any language, which is usually called the first language, because that is the language you teach your kids. And you don't have to put so many efforts in teaching your first language to your kids, because they are surrounded by the same language, and along with that, you have to put some efforts for the other languages, whether it is Hindi or English or any international language. When your kids have the environment of these words, irrespective of knowing which language they are learning, they try to learn all these things. And later on, when they grow, they can differentiate which language is what they have learned. So for the first language, not too many efforts, But don't neglect that again. These days, I get to hear this complaint very usually from all the parents is that my kid is very bad at his mother tongue, but he speaks English very well, he writes and reads English very well. Some people these days, they take that as an achievement that their kids don't know their first language, but they only know English. Come on, don't do that. You have to encourage your kids. They should know the roots of your family and your culture. Later, they can go and improve any other language they want. But remember, under 2 years, the toddlers have got a very good IQ. So as many words and as many phrases as possible you teach them, they are going to learn everything and will be so smart in future. Now, let's see the first point that we can teach our kids which will improve their language. Start with the basics. So what is starting with the basics? You have to teach your kids the basics of the language, like the words. So whichever the word it is or whatever the word it is, I told you already that you can use the flashcards, you can use the charts to show the words to your kids. So show those words and tell them what they are. Not only those, but any regular objects, whatever you get in your house, like fan, TV, clock, spoon, ladles, mixer grinder, refrigerator, whatever you are surrounded with, teach those words to your kids and show them the pictures too. If you don't show them the pictures, what an object is, and you tell them just the name, that is not going to help your kid anyway. Because they are going to get imprinted in your kids' minds if you show the pictures to them along with the words. Let them touch them, let them feel the texture of it, and let them know what that is. Let them do some research by playing with it if it's a safe object for your kids to play with. After introducing words like this, you can also introduce them with some phrases. So these phrases are nothing but these are short sentences. You don't have to give a full sentence for your toddler to learn or to repeat after you because they might not catch all the words. You can go with short phrases like come in, go there, come here, take this, give it to mom, give it to your dad, bring it from dad, take this and put it there, drop it in there. So like this, you can give a few small instructions which will encourage your kid to follow those things, and they love to roam all around the house by taking objects from one place to the other place. That's how we taught Vihan, and he is so energetic that he brings anything you ask him to bring to you. Not only these words, but we can also teach some basic colors, numbers, animals, fruits, and daily used objects at your home. So introducing the colors is always good so that they differentiate things using these colors. In this video, we have learned a few points to teach English to your kids. In the coming videos, we are going to practice many more tips and techniques to teach your kids English. So don't forget to follow all the videos to continuously develop the skills of your kids and yours as well. Do follow all the videos of parenting series so that you don't miss anything and you will teach your kids all the things in a sequential order. If you want to follow me on Instagram, you can go to the link given in the description box. Don't forget to hit the like button if you like the video, and do subscribe to my channel by clicking on the bell icon. You also have to share this with all your family and friends along with all the parents, whoever has kids. That's all for today in this video. You are going to learn many more things in the coming videos, so don't miss any of these and keep watching English Matters with Sunil. Everybody take care of yourselves. We'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.